Macro pattern traders, January 26th on a Thursday. Real quick update on the lower time frame of BTC. We have our weekend high, which was roughly about 23.371, Our weekend low, which is at 22,294. We deviated the weekend high yesterday, which is a pretty solid. If you were on the computer and you punted a short, that's a pretty significant risk to reward. Something along the lines of this. Right there. This is what I would have taken. I already market shorted 23.5, if I'm not mistaken. But if you wanted a straight up setup, hold on, I gotta lower this music. I'm sorry. If you wanted a straight up setup, you would wait for the weekend high to get taken, and then you want to target a weekend low. In the event now that the weekend high, not that in the event, since the weekend high has been already taken, I'm taking off the weekend high, the weekend range. Just play with the Wednesday. So your Wednesday high is roughly about 23.86. Take this off. There you go. Your Wednesday high is 23.816. Your Wednesday low is 22.3. So $22,300 is your Wednesday low, and your weekend low is also at 22,295. Keep these two lows in mind, which technically means that it's more likely that we are going to come down to take these lows out soon. In the event that we do not, and we go back and poke to the top side and go for a third drive, which is a probability that we do potentially go for a third drive at $24,000, that's going to offer a mega dump. But it's not going to stop in this consolidation. If we do happen to go for a third drive, just letting you know, if we do something like this and go to a 24,000, the dump is not going to stop here. The dump's going to come for this particular box down here. So keep in mind, regardless of what we do, if you take everything off your chart, you have two consolidation boxes that you need to be aware of, right? The 12-hour oscillators have a clear over-under, which is very bearish, right? But the only thing that could potentially keep us from dying off the bat is if the daily and the 2-day still have more gas in them. They do, right? Because look, the 2-day hasn't even like even met the other two lines. The daily hasn't crossed yet. Oh, actually, that's pretty close, guys. This is pretty close. Yeah, once you get this first cross, that's how you know that we're in distributive matter right there. Yeah, so be careful, be cautious. I'm currently in a short. The stop is above the wick on top here. I got in like at 23.5, somewhere around that range. If we do happen to go for a poke up, you obviously know we're going for that $24,400 range, which is going to be right here. Open up your TMA band, put on the weekly. And that's your target. That TMA band, want to put a line? Put a line. I like to do these little zigzags, put a line. That TMA band will be your target if we do happen to go for a poke to the top side, right? Chances of getting above 24,000 off the first attempt is going to be very slim, very hard. In the event that we do, we're going to be very bullish, but doubtful. Target is 24,000 if we go for one more poke up. In the event that we do go for one more poke up, guys, the dump's going to bring us down here. We're not going to stop at this consolidation range. Keep that in mind. And then the deciding factor will be what happens when we move up from $21,000. Are we going to do a lower high, or are we going to go back up and continue our trend to 29 or 28, 29 or $30,000, right? So this part is given. The move up is given, right? Regardless if it comes from here or if it comes from here, the 24,000 will come. It's given. Just a matter of is the third drive going to come now, or is it going to come after we retest this box down here? Keep that in mind, okay? Then go back to your lower time frame, the 1 hour or whatnot. Actually, just go to the 4 hour. Open up your order block indicator. We officially made an order block at around 22,003 to 22,007. Now, if we happen to sweep these lows, reclaim, and start consolidating in this order block, guys, it's to be very bullish. Keep that in mind. If we sweep these lows and we don't close a candle under this order block on the 4-hour, that's very bullish, guys. Okay? So at the moment right now, what we're seeing is these red candles, right? You see these red candles? They indicate that there was a previous, it's basically a mitigation block. So until we lose, we can even just put it this way, until we lose that bottom wick candle of the red candle, which is going to be at 22.7, chances are it's going to want to poke back up. Okay? I'm still in a short, guys. I took 50% of my longs off already, which is all spot. I don't do leverage longs. I closed majority of my longs so that I could reamp and buy some more. I'm a very firm believer that we will see a bare minimum move back down here, right? To at least $19,000. I don't care where it comes from. If it comes from 24 or if it comes from here, I don't care. It's going to come in my eyes. If it doesn't, whatever, it is what it is. And then keep in consideration that on the weekly time frame, which is very important, you have a weekly order block that is pretty much fresh. Do I consider this a tap into supply? Sure. Right? But this is the first time that you're going back up to retest the order block or to actually tap the order block with a SFP. This weekly will close as an SFP. I think so. It will. I really do think so. I think the weekly will close anywhere between, I tell you right now what I'm thinking. The weekly should close anywhere between 22.8, 4, 5. Yeah, right there. I don't think the weekly is going to get above that, guys. I don't. And if we, in the event that we do, that's great. We're going to go to $24,000. Any move back down, we all know that we're going to buy, right? 100%. We're all for it. Where's this fucking candle? Which was here, right? Yeah. Any move back down to 19,000 or 18,000, we're going to buy. Pretty evident. We have flat opens down here, 17,000. I'm not saying that we have to go there. To people, this might not be a flat open, but there isn't enough activity here. So to me, this is a flat open. Even though there's a small little wick here, to me, it's a flat open. Likelihood that it gets taken eventually, you know? Otherwise, I mean, that's pretty much the only thing I want to say in this video. I'm short biased. I'm expecting a dump. I can't see us getting above TMA band. I can't see us getting above this order block on the weekly. I do expect us to retest bare minimum 20,000. I do expect us to retest bare minimum again 19,000, right? 20,008 will be the first test, which is going to be somewhere. I think it was here, 20,008. Where was it? Right here. The over-under, right? This is the over-under talk. And I saw the consolidation block, which means that if we do happen to go down, we're going to go back up to the 24,000. Or if we happen to go up first to the 24 as the third drive, then come down, we're going to retest this. So regardless, this is going to get retested. And the most important level for us to watch if we get a bigger dump, again, is open up your daily, put on the order block, grab that green candle that you have on the opposite side, and put a line across. Just call it a mitigation block. Regardless, that's what I like to call it. And then just watch what happens when price comes down here. In theory, you want this to hold. You do want this to hold. If it doesn't hold, then we're going to come retest this particular wick over here, which is a little bit more on the scary side, because then you're getting into the 17th. So that's what I think is going to happen as of right now. Most important thing for you to keep your eye on is on the lower time frame, the Wednesday low. Keep your eye on the Wednesday low, 22.3, because you also have a 4-hour order block here, right? 4-hour order block. So if you have a low that needs to get taken under the order block, the green one, likelihood is that if we tap it, take it, close back above, likelihood we're going up. Okay, guys, cheers. Trade safe. Any questions, feel free to DM me. And don't forget, there is still a big probability that we're going for a third drive to $24,000. 24.4 thousand, 24.4 thousand.